Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast. Today is a bit of a special episode. I have a guest instead of Ethan. He's at work, sadly. So, Grant, introduce yourself.
Hey, have you in everybody? What's going on? So I'm a little turnt for this.
He wanted to get a
podcast.
little more comfortable. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he was a little nervous coming on, but
nah, I'm Gucci. I will admit
he
though,
prepared.
this pen.
it's nice, nice pen.
It
yeah,
prepared me for this podcast though. I'll
gets you a
admit.
little mellow out.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that got to get that Delta 8.
Are they?
Delta 8,
Are they
yeah.
actually good though? Oh, I want to actually bring a topic up on that. So I've actually had a lot of people telling me these Delta 8s.
We're just going right into it.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, we're just going right into it, everybody.
So these Delta 8s, I get a lot of like, I mean, my guy, he's
Uh-huh.
always like, no, of course we go through a lot. But then again, I've actually had normal smokers come up and be like, hey, this gets me blasted.
Right.
I've never tried one though, honestly. I didn't want to pick one up. The guy at the store, I know, hypes them up big time, but I'm not hearing the wave though. What is your thought on it?
See, now I wasn't a big Delta 8 guy. My brother, who funnily enough isn't here today to defend it, he's a Delta 8 advocate, I would say.
Really?
Kinda. He says that it makes him more calm, you know? Like it lessens his anxiety and without the paranoia.
It's more of a CBD based concentrate, isn't it? I mean, a lot of it is because it's here.
Yeah, it has to be.
Well, little puffer, man. Well, that's the thing though. But the last time I had somebody come up to me though, I was at the bowling alley. This is a story. I was at the bowling alley using the restroom, and I was hitting my Nick stick real quick.
Your Nick stick.
And a little Nick stick, my little Kang vape. And we get some. I mean, it does have a bar in there, and people can bring their drinks to the lane. I mean, that's a big deal, but it's a real big because since most alleys don't allow you to bring drinks to your lane, that's why Art got a lot of big business. So I had a lot of drunkers going. And every single time, always, I'd walk in there and there's someone stumbling in. This time it was a guy I knew, though, a regular. So he asked me if he could hit my vape. I was like, all right. I let him get a few schmecks in. But he traded me for his Delta 8. So I'll admit I've hit one before, but like I'll say I wasn't. I was kind of already. I took my smoke break at the time. Not like I had felt it. But it did have a good taste. But other than that, though, I can't really say.
They do taste really good. If you get the fruity flavors, they taste really good.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
Well, I mean, his just straight up was like pine or something.
Just
right?
pine?
Like a pine, like that dirt or something that's in there.
He was like, I got this straight from nature.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't really understand these Kang vapes, man. They get me so chopped. I can't even really talk about it. I'm just like. And I'm like, dude, like, are you all right? And but like, this dude walks out of the bathroom though. Okay, so this is the bigger part of it. He walks out of the bathroom. I still have his vape and everything, and I got mine back. But he was like, hey man, let me share you some advice. Stumbles and falls, and then walks back to his table. I was like, I asked him again about it, but I asked him when I helped him get up. I was like, what were you about to tell me?
What's the advice?
He didn't tell me.
That's
like,
the advice. That's the advice right there.
That's the advice right there. Don't be
the best advice is no advice.
None at all?
None at all. There you go. That fucking monk right there.
I tried to give him back his vape, and he said it wasn't his.
Dude, that was the advice.
I got it.
There you go.
Well, I got it, but dude, I tell
life
you, I
just
tried
looked
to get
up
this
for you
back
in that
to
moment.
Him, though. It broke. I mean, it broke later on. I mean, it was short lived.
It broke later on.
You don't know how many vapes I found in there. How many just all the weed that I found, because it's on this. But it's on the south side. We get a lot of I'll just say questionable characters.
Questionable characters.
A lot of. I mean, I love them all. It's what made the job there like livable, enjoyable to do. I was like, this is.
You got to see all these random people.
All these random people dropping all their stuff everywhere and just leaving it about. Somebody dropped their wedding straw.
Their wedding straw?
Oh, a good old wedding straw for the wedding rocks. Big rocks,
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
oh.
those. Oh, bump rocks, man.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure
Never
if
heard
that's
it
what
referred
that
to
was the
as a
same
wedding.
day they were out by the dumpster. That was the day over the dumpster got caught on fire.
Do they just keep you on your toes over at ARC?
Mm-hmm. Every day. And that's what I like.
You don't get paid enough for that.
I didn't, dude. I really didn't. I left Taco Bell. I will say this. I made more at Taco Bell. I guess, wage-wise.
ARC sounds fun, but crazy. Taco Bell sounds boring.
Oh.
Is it not boring?
It's not.
Is it not boring?
Oh, my God, dude. I'd say this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Just the tip of the iceberg? Are we just getting right into it?
Oh yeah, I was working food counter and I was inside, so I'm working the lobby.
Yeah.
Well, one woman in there, I guess, didn't get her food at all. So when she asked me, she rang me up her order, and no one ever made it.
Mm-hmm.
So it never gets made for like another 15 minutes, and I kind of felt bad. But I'm making it midway. But apparently she starts throwing bricks, rocks at the building, swearing, and like
where my motherfucking food at?
She came around to the drive-thru, swinging on it at us. Caleb, you probably know Caleb Allen.
Yeah, he's just throwing out names.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Why not?
Okay.
He got real shitty with her. He was about to fight her.
Yeah, he's just gonna fight her.
I was like, yeah. I kind of had to tell him no, get back, and well, I don't know if it was Caleb, but somebody was like legit about to go out there and fight her. I don't know, or at least just step her back real quick.
Allegedly.
But my manager told me to call the cops, and the cops would not show up.
They were just like, no, you got it.
They literally said no.
You guys can handle it.
Yeah, that's literally what they said.
you guys got it.
Figure this. Somebody called a few weeks prior to that for like thinking, I guess, somebody had drugs in their car because this woman was freaking out in there. Don't
drop the name of the police.
Oh, I don't. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's like we're trying to keep our location a little bit secret. You know what I'm saying?
It was just Taco Bell. Other than that,
yeah. It's all right. There's plenty of Taco Bells everywhere.
She was panicking. They called the cops, and I guess like 4 or 5 squad cars come because when the caller who said she rang it in, she said I guess they looked like they were on drugs. And, and like within
no way
2 minutes,
here
dude,
they looked like they were on drugs.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
Right? Oh my god. Well, like 5 squad cars came, and like 3 of them parked.
How did we afford
Two
that?
came in,
I didn't even know we had
parked.
5 squad cars.
I had to count them all because we get a break every time that comes in because no one's allowed. No, we're sorry, we're not serving right now. Currently, we have a discrepancy in our parking lot going on.
There's an altercation.
Going on. But yeah, they'll send 5 or 6 squad cars for that. But as soon as someone's busting in, breaking our glass, no, you guys can handle it. You got this. You can handle this. Taco Bell can handle anything we throw at them.
Including bricks.
Bricks. Oh, there was a hobo that got. It's just there was so much shit that went on. There was a hobo that got caught shitting in the oil dispenser in the dumpster.
What? There was an oil
midday.
dispenser in the dumpster, and he was shitting.
Or it was next to the dumpster, but yeah, he was shitting in the oil dispenser. Or like where you. Dump
I
all
guess
oil
it could have been worse.
I don't know, dude. Apparently, he's been doing it for a very long time, and I think.
How do you know?
Well, because my manager or like GM kept coming back, and every time they had to have it dumped, which costed a fee, if anything. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if this is. I think it costed a fee extra if there was like any extra stuff that got thrown in it because it has to be just oil.
Mm-hmm.
And there was always numerous times the guys coming back. There's shit in here. Like, with a lot. Like
too many times?
Too many times, dude. Like, how many times is a homeless person coming up to this and just, I guess it really be like that.
Well, where else can he shit? He's not just going to shit on the floor. He's not an animal.
There's a park right across the street. There is, it's what is it? It's a whole golf course and a park. Yeah. You just duck out in the woods real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
shit in the floor. I guess not in the oil dump. I've
seen people.
Maybe he just thought it was a dump, not an oil dump.
If if he was on it, but still, I don't know. I've seen some homeless people do some crazy shit around here. Although the spy, I don't imagine anyone else hasn't, but still.
As you can see, this is going to be a Buck Wild episode, so strap in.
That's why my daddy named me Dirt and not None Maker.
Oh my fuck, man. You watched Loki, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that actually really it took me a second to take off on that.
Yeah.
I watched when I did watch the first episode, it really intrigued
to
me.
start off with, spoiler warning. Spoiler warning for people who have not seen the last episode and I guess all of the series.
Definitely want to throw it out there if you have not seen it.
Yes, here's your spoiler warning now. It's a new show. It's very, very, very good. I think it's the top of the 3 Marvel shows they've released so far. And I love the story. Fantastic story.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It really turned out a lot better
And I think
than what I thought it could.
I think instead of stopping short like Falcon and Winter Soldier and WandaVision did, I feel like.
Are they gonna continue?
Well, yeah, there's going to be season 2. But I meant like the final episode. It felt like it kind of fell flat. You know what I mean? On Falcon Winter Soldier and WandaVision. But I think Loki.
I feel that. Yeah.
I think Loki like punched up and did fantastic. Because the entire series they've been building up to Kang the Conqueror.
I forgot
And
about him.
At the very end, we get Kang. That was Kang the Conqueror.
That was him.
Did you not hear him say, "I've been known by many names"?
I may have
Conqueror.
forgotten that part. I do remember the part I've been known.
He
by many
specifically
names.
drops, "I've been known by Conqueror," and that was him
Conqueror,
saying,
and that's
"I'm Kang the Conqueror,
Wow.
but I'm the best version of Kang
Holy
the
shit.
Conqueror."
He's about that. Okay, so they're really about to drop.
That's they did already.
They just
The multiverse of madness is open.
is that what the
That's what Doctor Strange is going to be about. That's what like at the very end you see the multiverse is colliding and opening into different realities and
I was actually
all that.
I was actually going to ask were there anything could there any way they have brought Doctor Strange in that? I feel like this is literally
into
his
Loki
foray.
or like
this
in
is-
general.
in general. I feel like this
Yeah, that's what Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is going to be about.
Man though. Oh yeah. Was that the what's it called? The Dark Aster? Was there the Dark Aster in
Ether?
the purgatory realm?
The Dark Ether.
The dark I think it was either the Dark Ether or the Dark Aster, but it was Ronan's ship. The
Oh,
Dark
the Dark Aster.
I think I saw that in there. Like
I
they
thought
threw
it was
on.
Sanctuary, and that's Thanos' ship. But it might have been the Dark Aster. You're right. I don't know, but I thought it was one of the two. Did you see the Shield helicarrier?
I did. That
And-
was really cool.
If you saw, that's how we knew there was a Kang reference in episode 5. You see the tower whenever it's zooming in. The Stark Tower isn't Stark Tower. It says QENG Kang.
Oh, that's what that meant. Like it's his. Okay.
QENG was the company that was run by, I can't remember his name, but it was an alternate variant of Kang. And I don't know if you know, but the way that Kang works is all the alternate variants work for each other to a better, like, to
So
the
they're
ultimate
all like a
Kang.
community of variants. Of just
Basically.
Kang.
Yeah, and they all know that there's
Holy
multiverses, and they all know that they're all the smartest people there, and they all know that they know about each other.
That's pretty fucking OP.
Yeah, so
Like, real OP.
in the comic books, he worked to make an ultimate universe at the end of time called Chronopolis, and he has like Asgard, Sakaar, New York 2025, New York Noir, Egypt, like all those just in his city. Just pieces of them, he takes them because he's just that sick.
He's like, oh,
He's just sick nasty, bro. You can't fuck with him.
just coming up with a realtor. This is mine. This is mine.
It's really loud
This
on the
is
mic, dog.
mine.
Relax. Rest in peace, earphone users. Earbud. My bad. So yeah, in the comic books, he basically collected everything. But what I'm excited for is
was there like an underlying behind collecting everything, or is it just like for his own personal collection?
It was literally because he's the most powerful being in the universe. He can have whatever he wants.
His own. Doesn't that seem a little selfish?
Yeah, he is selfish. He's Kang the Conqueror. He's not a selfless man.
Hey, well, I mean, it's good to take a few things here and there, but, you know, like, damn, leave some for the population.
Well, Thanos just snapped away half of one.
Yeah.
So,
With
you gonna give him the same speech?
Yeah, I'll give him, Thanos, for real, bud.
Come on, Thanos, just be a little nicer, man.
Be a little nicer, man.
What's wrong with you, man? Can't you just, like, stop being a dick?
You're being a real ultra dick.
You're being a real dick, Thanos. Stop being a dick.
And what's his name that just... what's it? Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Yeah, fucking Apocalypse or Steppenwolf. Stop being a dick.
You guys need to cut this shit, man.
Stop being a dick.
You need to get your shit together.
Just every villain ever. Predator. Stop being a dick.
Quit being a dick.
Quit being a dick, Predator.
Freddy. Well, you need to sit
Fred-
on You just get a fucking...
No, Freddy, quit being a bitch.
A whole intervention.
Quit being
of
a little
this
bitch,
AA
Freddy.
meeting of these murderers. Look, guys, I think we all know we have one thing. We all have a share in common here, and that's
And
murder.
you're all a bunch of fucking bitches.
A bunch of straight whores.
Quit being a fucking bitch.
God, that'd be ruthless, though. I think they'd slaughter me on sight.
I don't know. I feel like if I smacked Freddy and was like, quit being a bitch, I don't think he can handle that.
Yeah, you really get in his mind real
You might
quick.
ruin his psyche. Break his whole entire persona.
Conor McGregor him real quick. Just break his mind with insults.
And I'll break my ankle.
Oh. Hey, I really think if we're gonna say, I don't know how I feel about that.
He won that fight, didn't he?
Well, no, Dustin does win by TKO technically, but then again, it's always like.
Wait, Connor lost?
Yeah, but they technically, I'm pretty sure. I mean, in my situation in wrestling, when I got slammed on the back of my head, it wasn't a legal slam, like bad illegal, and I did get concussed, and I don't know if my neck really was injured or so, but I did get like a really bad whiplash from the way he was holding me.
Yeah.
But on his part, I mean, there was nothing illegal about it, and you know, it happens. Chris, I forget his name. I don't want to butcher it, but there was another.
That
fighter.
dude Connor was fighting.
It wasn't actually him. Dustin did say that he when he kicked his ankle, he did feel a pop. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it really could have just been he had a loose ankle and it just popped or something. But
Conor McGregor had a loose ankle.
he had a fat loose ankle. He didn't limber up.
He limbered up.
Didn't he limber up before
He
that?
limbered
He
up.
limbered up. He limbered up.
It's Conor
Big
McGregor. He
time.
limbered
Definitely
up.
did. But he did.
Who were
he
you rooting
wasn't-
for?
the
Were you rooting
round,
for Conor
I will
McGregor?
admit, though, some people have said, like, oh, that round was going amazing for Conor. You know, he was looking good. I'm like,
He did. He was doing really good
doing-
that whole fight.
He was doing okay on his stand up, but like I will admit, when Dustin took him down, he I mean, Conor is more of like a stand up, like I don't want to say he's predominantly a boxer. He is like that is probably his best trait as a fighter is boxing. Like he could box people up all day. But like I could say between his last fight or like the second, his like Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor 2-1.
Yeah.
He was really loose like in his younger ages, and like he was just like he wasn't so like heavy footed on his like I saw him on his second fight. He was
I
really
got you.
really heavy footed on. I think it was his right leg, and he was not stiff, but he wasn't moving around as much. He was kind of staying in like a box.
He wasn't floating like a feather.
Yeah, he wasn't floating around like he was, and he kind of got dotted up that second time. But this one, I mean, Dustin, I mean, he did fine on his stand-up, did really good. But I think when Dustin took him down, that's when Dustin really got the upper hand, because Dustin did beat him up a little bit on the ground. I mean, he took it well, but Dustin did get a lot of shots, and that also when he's on top, that does a point for a lot of points, you know, because how much time.
That does a point for a lot of points.
Well, my bad. It
Account?
does a lot of. It does account for a lot of points, especially the time that he's all controlling Conor. But he did really well. But the ground, I always think Conor needs to work on a little more. And I mean, anybody really does. Like Khabib, for example, is an absolute mauler on the ground. He could take anybody down and just beat the shit out of you. Smash anybody.
Khabib who?
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Oh,
He's retired now, but he left the UFC undefeated.
Yeah?
He did not. He was not defeated once.
He did not lose.
He did not lose once, no. Not the fight. Not once all.
Not one fight.
He's a character, though. He puts in
He's
so
a
much,
character.
He puts in so much work.
Yeah.
And, like, it really paid
Those
off.
I think those are some of the best fighters, the people who, like, you know, like it's a certain type of person who has that type of dedication, you know?
And, I mean, Connor has that same amount, too, I believe, but...
Yeah.
Honestly, I think there might have been a little bit of bad luck in this. It's just, and maybe there was something in his leg wasn't right. And don't get me wrong, he did misplace his foot really badly, and that's really what caused all of it.
It was his Achilles heel.
His Achilles heel, man. He ain't Achilles. He ain't strong like that.
You know, like the story behind that, right?
He got shot in his. Didn't he get shot with
Achilles.
an arrow?
No, what happened was Achilles was completely invulnerable, like invulnerable. That means that he cannot be stabbed, shot, damaged at all. Okay, but because when this happened, his mom, who is a god, dipped him in a river, and it was the river on Olympus, and she dipped him by his heel.
Oh,
so his heel wasn't dipped in the water.
Oh,
all she had to do was dip him in again.
By the heel, held him in, and then,
who holds a baby by the heel to dip him in the water?
Shoulder, like cradling him. And, like,
okay, all you got to do is just dip him by the heel, grab his head, dip him again, dip that boy again, and he would have been fine. But no,
cradle and,
he has an Achilles heel, and it's his heel, so Achilles is heel. And he was shot by an arrow in the heel.
It was by I think, and the actual Achilles didn't. I don't think he killed Hector. I think Hector ran from battle, actually.
Yeah.
But was it who killed Achilles? Was it his brother?
I have no idea.
I'm not.
I do not know.
Remember who killed Achilles? I'm not even.
The only Greek or Roman? Is it Greek?
I think Greek.
The only Greek mythology I know is from Percy Jackson in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Because I'm terrible.
Harrison used to teach me a little bit when I was younger, because he was big into that. He had
Your brother?
A bunch of books on it. Not gonna lie. He actually studied all of them, and then he kind of got into the Roman gods. But once he realized it was like the copy,
but they're all copies of each other, basically.
Yeah. Just like a little bit of different.
And I don't mean that to demean any gods. I'm just saying, like, if they're all kind of the same but variations, maybe there is one true version of that.
That's a pretty good possibility, actually. Like, big time.
Don't blow that into the mic. I was just gonna whisper it, but I'll call you out instead. Don't blow that into the mic. Stop blowing the vape into the mic. They can hear all that. You can blow big clouds, just don't blow them into the mic.
Got you. Cut that out.
Cut that out, Ethan. Cut that out in post.
Ethan, cut this out.
Cut this out in post. We love you, editor Ethan. Mwah.
Mwah.
You're not going to listen this far, but we love you. He's editing this, so anything that we do and we fuck up that you may not hear. Thanks, Ethan. We appreciate you.
Big appreciation.
Big appreciation.
I miss him. I haven't seen him.
You miss him? Yeah. Maybe we can do when you get back from Cali. We can do some interviews on you.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm imagining some crazy stories, hopefully.
We'll see. Try not to have any too crazy stories because you might not come back from those.
Yeah. My friend has got some wild stories. I can't just, bust them out.
Don't just drop his name out here.
Well, but I always want to ask him if I'm, like, telling him, like, one of his stories. I always got to ask him first because they're
his stories.
They'd be crazy. And, like,
yeah. You don't want to just be like, so this happened to my friend and I'm going to tell you about it.
I mean, if I do, though, I am going to, like, drop it anonymous. Like, this.
Drop it anonymous?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got to keep it anonymous.
So, man, you said you had a few topics you want to talk about?
Well, hell yeah.
What do you want to dive into first? We're about 24 minutes in. So we got plenty of time, Ian.
Well, okay, I did. Like I said earlier, today I kind of got into the argument with my dad over Interstellar versus Warp.
Yeah, interstellar travel versus warp travel.
Now, it did kind of stem from the Red Lobster argument we had. He was just talking about how really theorizing. I mean, he's got a lot of theories.
He's got a lot of theories. Your dad's a creative character.
He's a creative guy. Creative character. Been around a lot.
Been around a lot. Been around the block a few times.
He's been up around there on the highway. Around there, he knows what's going on. He was, I think, theorizing on how, we could have got here.
Bobbling.
Aliens could have planted us here or something or so.
Aliens could have planted us here. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities that not aliens planted us here, but we came from a meteor.
Well, that's what I was telling him. I was like, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's proven. But I think the top theory is, I don't know if I'm saying this right. What are those little microbes or
microorganisms?
Microbes,
yeah.
I know there are some of those on
Mars.
Mars. I think there's even a few that float around in Jupiter's atmosphere. But a lot of when asteroids crash or hit something. They pick them up and then they travel right on back to space. And that's what the theory is I guess a microbe picked us up and landed us here. That is a thing. Octopuses are like cuttlefish are apparently aliens because they're
octopuses.
Their DNA doesn't really match any close ancestors of ours.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird how how could this pop up in here or evolve? And we'll theorize that
it's because
landed on an asteroid.
Yeah, they're an asteroid octopus.
Hey, cuttlefish are pretty smack though. I thank that asteroid for bringing them here.
Yeah,
big
cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cuttlefish are kind of cute.
I love cuttlefish. I kind of want one because they they can change their camo to pretty much anything.
Yeah.
That's actually
they're like a chameleon, a water chameleon.
Water chameleon. That is kind of
water chameleon. Sorry, that was terrible.
Well,
I'll never do that again. I apologize.
That is something that fascinates me. Is the changing colors of all the chameleon-like species. There was when we were driving home from fishing yesterday, we had to make a bunch of stops on the New Harmony Park Road because there's so many tree logs that fell out. So we just had to pick them up and throw them right off the road. But they were one dude, I swear, is half of his body was on a white, the yellow dotted.
Yeah.
And a third of his body matched up with it. He was street pattern concrete and then all yellow.
Did you not take a picture?
I didn't get a pic, dude. I forgot it was.
What's wrong with you, dog?
What's wrong with me, man?
How dare you live in the moment and not get a picture of it to show all your friends?
I catch all these fish and then I take pictures of them, but I don't see the one cool thing out in nature, and then I don't take a picture of it.
The one cool thing out in nature. Everything else that I bullshit and fake through. Okay, this one cool thing.
Yes, but what about this? No. Stupid. Yeah. That was something other though.
That was something other though?
That was
something else?
Because you would only see they don't look like rocks. You would only see a little black shadow. Because when you see them, they're just blended in.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's the whole point.
Yeah. It's kind of scary though. Some of these down in South America though that are poisonous, and you accidentally stick your hand on a tree and bam, there it is.
Well, they're really bright.
Yeah. Well, do they camouflage or they just stay bright?
I don't think that they camouflage. I think the whole point is that they're bright.
The common ones that have those common poisonous tree frogs, they don't change.
Yeah.
There is a few I think, but the one that's worse than that is it doesn't change, a yellow polka dotted black one. And
dude, those you can lick it, not lick it. You can poke it and you'll die.
I heard.
Don't lick it. Don't lick it.
Isn't that what the Indians used to use for darts?
Why do you keep just beating the shit out of the table? Oh yeah, I think so.
They used to rub that on.
For those of you who couldn't see, he's talking about a blow dart.
Blow darts. Hey, have you ever heard of the Colorado river toad?
No.
So that's where the whole lick a toad joke comes from. I really think because it is the toad that secretes. I can't remember the proper name for it. I used to know it by like even the little chemical symbol for it, where it was like all the brackets where it shows like all the chemicals that match up to make the pattern. But it's a form of DMT that's like 3 or I don't know. It's
you're talking about the drug toad, where you lick it and you get you start tripping.
Yeah, it's so powerful, dude. That the DMT, it's supposed to be like, I don't know if this is the right.
I don't know if I'd lick a toad.
I don't know if I would. People have been affecting their environment lately because
no way.
Well, big way, man.
People have been affecting the environment.
Like, dude, you don't even know how bad they've been affecting the environment.
No, I don't. It's not like Arizona has just recorded the hottest degree ever on the earth.
That's actually where my buddy is working right now. He told me it was 113 there yesterday.
Yep, it reached 124 the other day.
He said he was out working, dude, and it was unbearable.
Yeah.
They made a joke there.
We're all gonna die.
I was like, man, you guys better stick your head in the oven and get prepared. They're like, it's cooler in the oven.
For real though.
Damn, like walking into an oven just to cool off. Isn't it? Well, it's a dry heat though, so
yeah, that's like the only thing that they said like was the reason it was bearable. And like 70 for us is hot. It's because it's humid. Like in California where you're going, like
it's gonna be like
it's gonna be
breezy.
it's a dry heat, so it feels so much better.
I can't wait to turn up. I'm going. I guess it's really like a naval base, but it's San Clemente.
You're leaving Saturday, right?
I think so. And if the info I actually got from Aaron, I forgot his name.
From this dude.
From this guy.
From this guy, I don't know.
The guy.
This guy, we go way back.
Even actually Sunday, but it'll be really early though.
Awesome.
And I think we'll be flying. I do know the flight pattern though. We'll be going here to Dallas and then Dallas to there.
Nice.
I get to check out Dallas for once, man. I mean,
Dallas
from the view, but heck,
get me dirt from
What?
Dallas. You're gonna have to carry it for like 6 months, but get me dirt.
You dirt? Oh, I can get you dirt.
That's literally the
Get
only
you Cali
thing.
Dirt?
That's literally the only thing I asked for. Dirt or sand.
Dirt or sand? I'll get you.
Get me dirt from Dallas, and then get me sand from Cali.
I got you.
Panama Beach or like Daytona. You know, like one of the cool ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Daytona. That's in Florida though, isn't it? I think so. Daytona Beach.
I don't know.
I think that's
Probably.
where Supreme Patty is from.
Oh my fucking God, you're right.
Daytona Beach.
And Juke Squad.
Mm-hmm. Juke Squad. Oh, Juke Squad too.
Yeah.
Has he been doing anything lately? I mean, he's the guy that literally jumps off like
he does crazy shit.
Super tall trees and everything.
Yeah.
He does a bunch of dumb shit.
Ghillie suit pricks.
That's something I'm gonna have to
Ghillie
do,
suit ding dong ditching.
I do have the GoPro for what I use for fishing. I'm gonna have to take that with me, and if I ever do anything stupid or like jumping off piers, I'm gonna have to take that with me.
Yeah, definitely. So at least we know when you die, we'll have a recording of it.
That's what I'm hoping for. Is like if I could just bust my head, like brains are wide open. And,
Good God!
My camera just gets like smashed, positioned upwards. I mean, you'll see
you want us to see your brains falling out of your skull?
Just like hanging like halfway out of my skull, with a little bit of fish just coming up.
Just put a little duct tape on that bitch. We're fine.
And do put a Band-Aid on it.
Put a little Band-Aid on that. A little Hello Kitty Band-Aid.
Put a little peroxide, and you'll be okay. And just throw some kitty litter and some dirt and rub it in the wound and let the wound to heal.
Rub some dirt in it.
But make sure you throw some kitty litter in it.
Kitty litter seals the wound.
It sealed the wound.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
So, we kind of got off topic, but Loki episode 6.
We got way off topic there, didn't we?
We really did. So I think it was really good because they introduced Kang. We're just gonna go straight to it.
I mean, is he the guy who could pretty much? I mean, he rules the most powerful being in TVA isn't really the TVA. I guess it's pretty much.
What did they call him? He Who Remains.
He Who Remains. Yes.
So in the comic books, He Who Remains was the person who the TVA and Kang were not connected in the comic books. They kind of were, but they weren't really. Basically, what happened is He Who Remains was the person who started the TVA at the end of time and ensured that it happened, right? Ensured that the TVA was created. So what they did is they combined Kang and He Who Remains
into like one being?
Yes. So instead of He Who Remains being a random TVA agent like Mobius is He Who Remains, like the original variant of him, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Instead of him being He Who Remains, which in the comic books, people are pretty sure it's Mobius. They made Kang the Conqueror's nice variant He Who Remains. And he created the TVA to save everybody from his evil selves. And Sylvie, spoiler alert, wanted her glorious purpose and killed He Who Remains after she kissed Loki.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, the TV, from what really the TVA has done, not really them in a sense. I mean, she kind of deserves it in a sense that she did get pulled from her own reality and it got all erased. So it's
I still want to know what her.
What was her
Nexus event?
Nexus event. That's what they call it. That was never disclosed, was it?
No, she asked Ravonna Renslayer, and she was like, "I don't remember." So it could be a number of things. But it looked like she was just chilling.
What was the one? There's always the one characters that always have a keen eye for. The one Loki, the kid Loki, killed Thor. Who is he? Like
Kid Loki?
Like is
in the comic books? He's from the comic books. I haven't read them. But he was a very, very popular character in the comic books, as well as President Loki. His main campaign was, "I will lie to you, but I'm honest about it." He won.
He won.
So, Crocodile Loki was also in comic books. He was the Throg.
Throg?
The Thor frog.
Oh, that's what that comes from?
Yeah. That was the Loki and the Thor frog comic book.
Was that was the little guy in the jar?
In the jar, that was Throg. Yeah, that was awesome.
Is there any?
That was in episode 5.
Is there any story behind that? Is he just stuck in the jar?
Throg, he's just stuck in the jar. There's nothing in universe like MCU universe that talks about him. It's just a reference to Throg.
He's a little Thor frog.
Little Thor frog. Throg.
I like that though. I thought it was regular Thor in general. I had to go back and was like,
Me too. I thought it was regular Thor,
like,
just
and
tiny Thor.
I saw the frog legs. And I had to actually look it up.
And but what was cool is Throg actually, it's a piece of Mjolnir that falls off. That's his Mjolnir.
Hold on, wait, what?
A piece of Mjolnir, like a chunk, like a little flake falls off, and that is Throg's Mjolnir. It's not the actual Mjolnir; it's a tiny chunk of it.
That's still awesome, though. He made a little Mjolnir out of Mjolnir.
Yeah, it's not even like that's why he looks like Thor. Is because he is.
He even sounded like Thor, though. What they got?
Yeah, they used the exact same sound from him in the glass case falling from the sky in Avengers. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
The Hulk case, they used that sound and they put it in like a jar sound effect. And they up-pitched his voice to make it sound like squeaky.
little squeakier.
Yeah,
I did
but
notice
it's
that.
Chris
It was-
Hemsworth, but it's him inside the jar in Avengers 1.
That's teed.
Yeah, but it's him. It's him. It's awesome.
I just like the fact that he's got his own little Mjolnir. Like, man, you could charge in on full blast, and next thing you know, a little lightning bolt, you're done.
A little lightning bolt and you're
Little
done.
lightning bolt, You're
Kablooey.
done. Kablooey.
Kablooey.
What's the guy who plays Ant-Man?
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd. I remember on there was this video. They were all asked, "Hey, what is Thor's hammer?" They were like, "Mjolnir."
He was like Gretchen.
Like, Gretchen, or like I think he was like Jonathan.
Jonathan.
He was like Jonathan, and I was like, Jonathan.
That's such a that was I remember that. That was great.
Jonathan.
It's definitely Jonathan.
He really pulled that one out of his ass.
It's for sure Jonathan. That's the name of Thor's
Jonathan.
hammer. Jonathan.
But there's nothing else. This little Jonathan hammer. He's just little frog Thor.
Yep.
They should make some more on that though. I want him to fuck somebody up. Make a little frog Thanos. Just boom.
Little Frog Thanos. Why Frog Thanos?
Why not?
But
Then I'll have him.
if he's a Frog Thanos, then he'd be fighting Frog Avengers. Yeah. But then they would all be frogs, so you can't do boom. You can't just fight
You know
him.
what Hulk would be? A big
Bullfrog.
old Goliath bullfrog.
Big old Goliath bullfrog.
Big old Goliath bullfrog.
Like those ones from Eastern Asia.
Yeah.
The giant
Some of them-
ones, like the dog-sized
There's,
ones.
Yeah, I think there's a species in Africa, and then there's the Southern Asian species, but they get
Fucking ginormous.
enormous, man.
Like as big as your diaphragm.
Literally, like they're probably about my rib cage is very similar to theirs.
Yeah.
Like the only
And
difference.
you're a tiny dude.
I got length.
I got arms.
That's-
I got arms.
That's it.
You got arms on them. That's it.
Where they got like leg. I mean, I still got leg, but like,
Dude, on a bad day, they could eat you.
oh, I'm a snack to them, man. You kidding me? I'm just like
On a good day, 4 could fucking annihilate me.
They look at me. This is an appetizer. Where the hell's
Imagine
the
getting
main meal?
Imagine getting ripped apart by 4 giant frogs.
You know, I don't think I can imagine that.
You don't think you can imagine it?
Shit, hold on, I gotta use the restroom. Hate to do this to you.
You hate to do this to me. It's all right.
Hey,
I'll keep.
Ethan.
You're good.
This will be another cutout point.
No,
for
won't
you.
even cut out.
But
I'll talk to him.
on that whole getting torn apart by frogs, I do have something for that though that could be similar, like a similar situation.
Okay, so while he's going to the bathroom, we're just gonna talk to you people for a little bit. We're gonna talk about Loki because that's what we were talking about.
It's a little theory on Amelia Earhart.
He's talking about Amelia Earhart now. I don't know where we're going with this. I apologize if this is a little off the rails. He's an interesting character. We love him to death, so love him for his quirks and all. But Loki, I think I was really worried about, like in WandaVision, they were like Mephisto, 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 Agatha, and in Falcon Winter Soldier they were like Flag Smashers, and it was Flag Smashers, but that was whack because Flag Smashers. But so I really want it to be like an actual villain, and they actually delivered this time. And they were like, "Here's Kang. We know you wanted him, but here he is." And it was just like, fuck you guys. And you thought you had expectations, and we fucking knew your expectations. We gave you your expectations, and you still were surprised. So yeah.
All right. I have returned.
So we're gonna talk about Amelia Earhart.
Yeah. So I can't imagine getting ripped apart by frogs, but on Amelia Earhart's case,
Holy fuck! You're gonna talk about when she got ripped apart by crabs.
crabs ate Amelia Earhart.
I don't think so.
Crab people, taste like crab, walk like people, No, apparently though, I don't know. I guess really coconut crabs can the type that allegedly killed her, or theorized.
Mm-hmm.
can smell or can actually track and smell blood,
Mhm.
and they actually have been recordings and sightings. They do hunt seagulls like this,
Yeah.
like a stranded seagull that got hurt, or sometimes I think they've actually just one came alive, they pinched it and then hunted it down. But apparently, I think the island that she crashed on over in Southeast Asia was like it's got a really good population of them. Like they're thriving there. And what's said to have happened is when she crashed, of course, during this crash, they get hurt, they're bloody, they're all messed up. They theorized that they could scent and smell the blood from coming from Amelia, and I think she did have a passenger, I don't know. But they were all over that, and what they're theorizing is that she got ripped apart. They all came up and just swarmed her, like killing her, ripping little pieces off of her one by one.
Okay, enough detail.
I had to just throw Amelia Earhart on that. Sorry, Amelia, you got just swarmed. No, I can't. But they theorized that just she got so many and they attacked her. But they found pieces of her her bones, I think, separated apart, and that's what theorizes is when they got deep enough, they actually just pinched off her bone to the point at her joints and just started pulling her away one by one, going away.
Lovely. Awesome.
Right?
Hope that didn't happen.
I hope, honestly, I hope not, and I hope it was really just, a mishap of events. I would rather have actually gone out in the plane crash. Fuck that.
Yeah, I would hope she died in the plane crash and they tore her body apart.
That's
I don't hope they tear her body apart at all.
Theory,
but if they
though,
tore her body apart, I hope she died in the crash.
Well, that's another theory, though, is that they found, she had already died and they had just scavenged her corpse, which is honestly just as likely. But think of that, though. One by one.
Oh, I've been thinking about it. Sounds fucking awful.
One away, and then three more pop up. You kick.
I don't
them,
think you'd
and
kick
then
one away. You've
pop
seen
up.
them; they're giant.
Oh, they get huge. They climb. Don't they climb palm trees and they literally
Yeah.
crack open coconuts?
They're coconut crabs. Yeah.
They could definitely snap a bone or two.
Or three.
Or three.
Or 264.
All of them.
How many are there in the human body?
I think
235?
264. It might.
Okay,
it
Google.
might get less though.
How many bones are in the human body?
I do know you lose some over time when you get older, like being babies.
I don't think that bitch heard me. Okay, Google. How many bones are in the human body? She heard me. I think you guys can hear that bitch.
They say the adult human skeleton is made up of 206 bones.
6. Oh my god, we were like 60 over.
Way over.
Thanks. No, stop.
But it is like 200, in the teens though for babies, because their bones are a little separated apart before they're mended together. Yeah. But coconut crabs, that's a scary thought.
Yeah.
Shout out to BuzzFeed for that theory.
Shout out to BuzzFeed. Oh, BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Shane
yeah.
and Ryan, let's go.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
they
shouting them out?
Yeah.
I don't think they need our shout out.
Probably won't. They'll never hear this. They just released a new season.
They did?
Yep, season 8 dropped.
Thank God.
They're dropping it. I think it comes out every Friday.
My life wasn't complete without them.
We could start an episode after this. It's
for
really
sure.
good. The first episode
We're probably going to go for like
is
12 more
about
minutes.
one of the actors who played Superman.
Christopher Reeves.
I think Christopher Reeves that's the one.
The drunk.
That was him. But yeah,
He died falling out the window.
Did he? Do you think he did?
He was drunk and he tried to jump out the window as Superman and he died.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I thought the one either a suicide one. I can't be specific though, because it was on. I don't know if it was one of those they always have a put at the end. It's like it remains solved but unsolved. They pretty much solved it. Or one of those known cases like the
George Reeves.
George Reeves. There we go.
TV's Superman. He jumped out a window thinking he was Superman, basically.
What kind of thought process do you... I mean, I can't just be like... I'm me. But man, I've been pretty. Josh, you have seen me very, 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 very slapped.
Yeah.
Did I look like I was about to jump out the window thinking I was Superman?
No.
No, you know I'm a flop when I'm drunk. Like, really drunk, you know.
You get really goofy, but also sad.
Do I? Oh, I remember that, yeah. I get sad. A little bit
He was
sometimes.
like, "Do I? Oh, yep. Remember
There,
that?"
I'll admit, at
You
the
could
end-
see it
sometimes
flash
at
across
the
his
end-
face. He was like, "Oh
At
yeah."
the actually and at drunk, I do kind of get sad. Not always though. That is something I find out though. Even during when I'm playing video games, rip it up, man. And then out of nowhere, I'm just like, why was I even playing? What is purpose? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
What?
I went off on there for a second. That is a well. Then again, I can't really. Do you think that is a bit of a touchy subject? I'm not mental health as far as speaking, because like or thought process really, because I mean, you know how like some people do have disabilities where it really does affect their thought process.
Yeah.
So I can't.
So
like,
what's your question?
Well, like me being like, what is your thought process when you're going through your mind? I'm Superman, because I mean there are definitely like a lot of crazy thoughts that go through people's.
He was
minds.
also drunk.
Drunk too, but me also going back to when like me being super drunk when I'm a flop. I've never even thought of that before. Heck, I've even thought super drunk.
You didn't play Superman on TV for 10 years.
That's right. I wasn't in Hollywood either. No.
You don't have the actor mind frame.
I gotta
Imagine the side of your mind that breaks is the side that's like the normal guy who goes home every day after work, and the side that like is intact is Superman. Just think about that.
Going to work would be like the only norm you know for a second, and then as soon as you get home, you feel pretty estranged.
You snap, you lose that side of you.
It almost puts you at it really puts you at a disconnection. It really does. And with Hollywood the way it is, man, like back in the day, I mean, a lot of it's probably the same or not this. Of course, it's not the same as it is now, but a lot of it may be the same premise. There's a lot of backstage schemes going on. I don't know that though, because I mean I've never been in the business, but from what I've heard. Yeah.
Right.
What was her name? She played Dorothy. You know, they gave her like pills and laxatives just to slim down for that role.
Good Lord. Yeah.
Like
no, I did not know that.
And she was like, she was a little on the heavier side apparently, but like it wasn't like a good weight cut apparently. Like like a normal weight. Like, hey, take these every now. Like they fucked up her weight cut.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I don't know if this is also what led her to it. I think she did. I don't know. I have to research this just to make sure. I think she may have OD'd, but at one point my grandma was telling me about it. That's kind of what may have got her addicted to pills and what led to it.
Well, that's happened to a lot of people in Hollywood.
Like they get caught with, hey, do this, or hey, man, just start doing.
There's
this
like
for
that
your
one
role.
doctor that all the Hollywood actors go to, and he just pushes pills. Can't remember his name.
Didn't he? Did they literally he just pushed him out and was like, "Here, you need to take these," and like. What was the stuff that Michael Jackson took? Because wasn't for like.
Dude, he took like fucking 12 things.
I know, like his doctor prescribed him like so much stuff. It wasn't even funny. Judy Garland, what's her name? Yep, I was right. She died from a accidental barbiturate overdose in London, June 22nd, 1969.
Good Lord.
But that's what my grandma was telling me about. Is they pushed her all these pills on her, and that's probably what I mean. Of course, what's his name? Johnny Cash. The dude that I'm pretty sure they did the pair. It's
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, but Adam is no, I don't think his name's Adam. John C. Reilly did a parody about him on
Dewey Cox.
Dewey Cox. But I think pretty much this, like, well, really that was just being in the business of rock and roll, and you get into drugs, and that happens in that business. I'm pretty sure that's from any business or any rock band I've heard.
Yeah,
like Motley Crue. I mean, of course.
Oh
that
my
was the
God,
worst of the
dude!
worst, but
Motley
still.
Crue was so rough, but like all these bands, man, like Kiss, Motley Crue. Good Lord, I'm not gonna be able to name any. Fucking Poison. Metallica. Aerosmith.
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin. Dude, I'm terrible. I only named like
there's
two.
a few. There's one I know.
All of them, like they've
Van
at least
Halen. There's
Van
one,
Halen.
there's
Yeah,
one I'm thinking of. They did a rock movie on or something. There's a few other bands in there.
AC/DC.
AC/DC. Yeah, they're in there.
My point is that like all of them have been addicted to some type of drug in some way.
They got caught up with coke.
And
coke is
it's
big
the
one.
road lifestyle. Even fucking pop stars are starting to get addicted to drugs. I mean, not starting to. They have been.
Well, nowadays, I mean, I feel like it's almost been like a transition. Like nowadays, it's lean, codeine.
I fucking hate the new
pills
trend.
have always been in the. I mean, like
Pills has always been the go-to, but now it's like getting fucking dumb.
like super dumb. Almost like what's Eminem saying? He said it in "Lucky You." All these mumble rappers. Fuck, I don't even remember the line. I feel so.
Can't even
so
remember
high.
the line.
All these mumble rappers have brain damage.
Mumble wapple.
Mumble rappers
You just
have
mumble
brain-
rap.
I just
Mumble rappers.
mumble rappers have brain. All these mumble rappers have brain damage. They're all sapped out like tree syrup, something like that. But he's right though. I mean, like he was. I'm pretty sure he was dissing what's his name, Lil Xan. I don't. I'm not. I do not like Lil Xan at all. Lil Xan.
Terrible.
Then
Him and Noah Cyrus are cute.
Really?
He's dating Miley Cyrus's little sister. I thought they might not be going on, but they were cute.
It'd be like that sometimes. All those big names be getting together. But that's also, that's also like a path down to craziness.
Yeah, definitely.
Because well, I'd be like, what was I thinking? I lost it for a second.
My bad.
Oh, you're good. All of these like big celebrities when they get together, they're all. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I wouldn't like it, but there is a point when like all of their lives are getting like literally all of the little actions they do are getting publicized, and it's like,
Yeah.
what?
I think today and age, all actors are held to a sort of standard that is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, it's
Like, I
it's
don't
a little-
care
it's-
about
I think
what-
it's a little more than ridiculous.
I don't care about what Britney Spears. I know that was a terrible example.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about what Chris Pratt thinks about world hunger, and I don't care about.
Did you hear about what Kylie Jenner did this week when she was out? Like, I don't
care.
I don't care about
I don't
it.
care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I know you're People magazine. I don't give a fuck about those people. Show me people who are giving back to the world.
Like, really doing, like, making a difference.
Like,
or
making a
something.
difference. Okay, Kylie Jenner doing another fucking cosmetic line is not
Oh
making a
my
goddamn
God,
difference.
It's not doing a fucking thing to help.
Okay, and like just have the opposite of the self-awareness as Gal Gadot did doing that fucking Imagine video.
I thought she was just brain dead during that.
Dude, all
didn't
you
think
people
there
who
was-
participated, I
I
know
think
you
of
were
it like,
guilted into
my
it, but
dog
good God.
Leia.
It's
She just-
Gal Gadot. I would do anything she says too, but Jesus, people.
It's just kind of like, like imagine 2 brain cells up in there just bouncing around every now and then.
There's just one.
There's just one.
Just one brain
Oh.
cell hitting the side of the brain.
Nothing to ping with. No little.
Nothing to
spark
ping
notes.
with. Just him.
It's just pinging around.
It's pinging around.
He's having his own
Every time it
I Am
hits the
Legend
side of
up
the
there.
brain, it sends out something. Just shits out of its own mouth. Tries to get something out into the open.
He can't though. He's stuck. He's having his own I Am Legend up there.
All right, bud.
Well,
I think that is a perfect place to end it.
are you sure?
I think so. We're about an hour in. I mean, I got you till tomorrow, so if we really feel like it, we can record another podcast.
Definitely.
So you might get 2 out of this. We'll see. But for right now, that's it, everybody. Say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye, everybody. Hopefully, I can see you guys again. I will be leaving soon, but hopefully, I'll have some a lot of crazy trip stories from being on my job. I just got this job installing. I'll be moving around a lot, but I mean, hopefully, I won't be gone too long. I'll be back and I'll have some crazy topics to get back on. I will be that's the thing because I'll be going to Cali.
Hell yeah,
So
man.
hopefully, I'll see. Really, I don't know how to expect because if we go out to LA, it's
Yeah.
a
Seriously.
shit show right now.
Definitely.
It is a shit show. I was excited, but that's why, because I was like, I know it's a shit show over there.
Yeah. Well, take it easy, everybody.
You too, everyone. Make sure everybody stay safe.